Hi, baddies. Welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today I'm doing another pick a card reading. This one is the messages that Lilith has for you, and this will have to do with your shadow work. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's wonderful to have you, and I hope you will stick around. If you're a returning subscriber or member, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I truly appreciate all of you being here. So, as you see before you, there are 3 cards. These are going to be your psychic linking objects. I will be pulling as I go today. Now, you may be drawn to more than one group. If you are, there may be more than one message here for you. I will insert a little video for those of you who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to, okay? And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.
I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change.
Hey Group 1, all of you that selected the Death card, this is going to be your messages from Lilith about your shadow work. And this card right here indicates a major change, a transformation, inner or outer transformation, possibly both. So we're going to find out. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Blah, blah, blah. Leave the rest behind. Okay, I have hair on my face. I feel like I have hair on my face. Okay. All right. So let's get into it and figure out what this shadow work is all about. We're going to start with this deck right here. Tell me about this Death card for my Group 1. Tell me about this Death card for my Group 1. It really is a beautiful Death card. The cards were created by the artist for David Bowie. This is the Starman Tarot. And it's a card that's really rich with a lot of symbolism. And I feel like this death is long. It's been a long time coming. You may have been working on this transformation. It may feel like, I feel intense, painful energy here. I'm seeing almost, some of you may have felt like you were dealing with a trickster spirit. Perhaps you were dealing with Loki. I don't get him often, so that's real specific for some of you. You may have been working with Loki, but there's some kind of energy here of just it really being a long and painful process, and it feels like you're melting. You're under so much stress and so much pressure. You're just melting. I can't take it anymore. So let's get into it. But we have these flowers blooming, which is rebirth, the rebirth energy. So let's talk about this. Tell me about this energy. I'm going to show you the card. So I know you see me or the card. You see me or the card. So I'm going to try to show you the cards when I get them. All right, tell me about this. These 3. Okay. Tell me about this shadow work. I won't cry for you. That's painful. Sorry. I bought a pineapple and now I have these little gnats. I don't know. Okay. So, I won't cry for you. So there hasn't been a lot of compassion for you on this little journey here. I feel like you haven't had a lot of help. What is this right here? Number 22. And although I know this looks different, to me, I feel like she may be holding a cat here. You may have a cat, okay? Um, you may have a familiar that's a cat, or this may be your sign to get a cat. I know it's not a cat. I know this is not a cat, okay? But it feels like in the picture, it's just an intuitive thing. So let's see these others. Anger and chains. Ooh, okay. And peaceful among thorns. Hmm. I feel like some of you have been long suffering and silent. Silent in your suffering. Silent in your suffering. And when you are silent in your suffering for a very long time, it breeds hostility and bitterness because it feels like nobody's paying attention. These last few years, this feels like a long cycle. Okay, so you may have been seeing about other people's pain, but they're not seeing about yours. It's as if your pain is non-existent to other people. Um, you can feel almost emotionally neglected, and you can feel very lost. It can make you see the truth in your relationships, and it can make you very bitter and angry. Valid, completely valid. Uh, and I feel like you really want there to be peace and harmony with you and these people, okay? But the peace and harmony has been at a cost, and that has been you. And it feels like this change is coming in one way or another. The anger is bubbling, and I feel the shift happening within you where I feel like you can't take it. That's what this is. I can't take it anymore. I can't take you not caring. I can't take you not seeing me. I can't take it anymore. I do for you, and you do what? Ignore me. Ignore my needs. And I cannot take it anymore. And perhaps this has been a pattern. So it may be something that's just built up for you over and over and over. Tell me more about this. Deficiency. And it leaves you thinking you're not enough. All of this brings you back to the idea that you have to do more to get people's attention, to be loved. Perhaps when you're angry, you feel like people don't love you. When you aren't agreeable, when you aren't this peaceful person, people don't care about you. When you aren't agreeable, people don't care about you. When you don't give them what they want, people don't care about you. And it goes back to that place, right? Where you feel like they only want me for what they can get. They don't even see me. Do they even know me? I don't even know me anymore. And there it is. The fire of change. There it is presenting. I don't want to live my life not knowing myself anymore because I gave so much of myself away and nobody cared. Nobody cared. This one wants to come out. Metamorphosis. Yes. Going from deficiency, changing this magically by your own will. Here's the thing that's so powerful. When you decide, nobody can decide your worth but you. When you, take my glasses off. Okay. When you decide that you're no longer going to depend on outside influences to validate you, everything will change. It will cause a change in your life. People won't like it. I'll just tell you that. People won't like it. They won't like it. Okay? Because you're going to become more of who you are, who you're meant to really be. And words like no, words like I don't think so, words like you're not going to treat me this way anymore, words like this is my new boundary. Because you're going to realize that you have value. Because you are. Because you live and breathe. And because you have a right to know who you truly are. Not what you have presented to people so they love you. Because I'm going to tell you something, honey. That's not love. That is not love. I'm sorry. But it's not. Those people don't even know you to love you. And I know that hurts. I know it does. It stings. Know thyself. Know thyself. You got to know yourself. You have a card that dropped out. Cycles. You see them. You see them repeating with people. Drives you crazy, doesn't it? You want to get off the cycle. You want to get off the bike. You want to get off the train. You're done. You're done with the cycles. You're done with the train. I hear someone say, my train done crashed. My bicycle done crashed. I'm done. So there's a change. There is a recognition of cycles here. And how people break your heart. I think you get your heart broken on a consistent basis by people you truly love. And that you would give your all for. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's causing you to really reevaluate your values and how you value people and how you value yourself. A lot of those values of people you need to place on yourself. You need to value yourself more. I don't know if you heard that though. You need to value yourself more, okay? Because they're valuing their self more. Okay, and you have to take care of yourself. I got to tell you a secret. You guys need to parent yourself a little bit. Okay, you need to protect your little heart. Okay, protect your inner child. Do good things for your inner child. Okay, our inner child, no matter your life story, your inner child has been a hero. Okay, and they really do hold a lot of wonderful emotions like wonder, hopefulness, and they keep it in their little pockets, waiting for us to tap it once again. But you have to protect it. And you can't let people take advantage of you. That's part of protecting that part of yourself. Because the part of you that's hurt is that tender part that wants to be loved. That wants to be cared about, that wants to be, believes in the altruistic nature of your fellow man, right? And I love that for you. But you have to be more careful with your heart. Because not everyone deserves you. I'm sorry, they don't. Not everyone deserves this part of you. And you've been giving it away so freely. And I know for some of you this is family. And I'm telling you again, you're giving it away too freely. Okay, I just am. I know family But it's family. I get it. I'm saying it again. You're giving it away too freely. Just because it's family doesn't mean that they get to uh, mistreat you and belittle you. Okay? If you have a toxic family, it's toxic. And if you are toxic together, then maybe y'all need some distance. It's better to not be in contact with toxic people than to continue the toxic behavior sometimes. We have Destination Nowhere, promises a magic carpet ride, but leaves you stranded on a dead-end street after they are finished with you. Being used. Feeling used by people close to you. Knowing they are literally using you. For whatever. Money, time, whatever it is. And knowing that you're going to have to do something about it because they're not going to stop. Okay, they're committed to the whole cycle because it really does serve them. Why would they stop? They're not going to stop. You have to stop the cycle. It's you. And unfortunately, it's probably always been you, right? Because why? It's your story, right? It's your life. That's why you. Perhaps are all just supporting characters and you're the star of the show. The stars always have to do the big stuff, right? Okay, we have shapeshifter, transformational, shapeshifts dependent on people's energy due to cunningness and obsession. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying that you're like this, okay? But I will say, I do think that part of you at times can be a little bit of a chameleon because of this need for love, okay? I get this. This comes from hurt. This comes from trying to make peace, keep everybody happy. Are you a Libra? Are you a Cancer? You might be a Leo. But the thing is that it really leaves you empty because people think you're one way and really you're another. And then the show gets real confusing to people. And it's real confusing to you because you become someone you're really not. And then you lose yourself. Desperation for love can be very toxic. But you can't help it because it's probably all you've ever known. You know? If it's not, it's something you've probably picked up through some toxic relationships. I had to put my glasses back on. Okay, so we have war, more war, less peace, promises to make things better, but ends up making things worse, unexpectedly or predictably. I feel like people make a lot of promises to you. You know, as you do things for them. Oh, I'm not going to do that this time with the money or the thing or the whatever. I'm not going to use you this time. I'm going to be there for you. I'm a real friend, or I'm a real this, or I meant that I love you. I really do. You don't understand my friendship with blah, blah, blah. It's not like that. You're misinterpreting it. You don't understand. Lots of excuses from people for treating you poorly. And I got to tell you, you need to put your foot down. Sorry, I'm all freaking out about my hair. Okay, you need to put your foot down, okay, and tell people the truth. If you want people to treat you better, you have to tell them to stop treating you a certain way. If they can't stop it, then so be it. You have to validate yourself. You know what you have to tell yourself? It's okay to be the villain. It's okay to be the bad guy. It's okay. It's all right. Sometimes when you become a hero in your own journey, you will definitely become a villain in more than one person's journey, because you won't be doing the things that they think you should be doing. I'll tell you what you will do. You will help other people on their journeys, because now you're not the crutch. Now you've removed the crutch for them, and now they have a little bit of fire for change. Will they change? Who knows? Not your problem. Your problem is you, right? How you give your boundary example and how they respond is on them. It really is. It has nothing to do with you. Now they're gonna tell you that it has everything to do with you, but truly it has nothing to do with you. Okay? Don't let them make you feel bad about taking care of yourself. Ever. Ever. Because that's what everyone does. They take care of themselves. Now, in families and stuff, yes, you take care of your children. Yes, you care about your family, your friends, your husband, whatever. Okay. And we care about other people. But generally speaking, people are looking out for themselves because it's a survival mechanism. We are biological creatures. We're wired that way. And sometimes when we aren't cared for at certain periods of life, sometimes when our brain is forming, sometimes in love situations where we have all those chemicals, something gets messed up. And we turn into these people who are very desperate for love. We have some toxic traits because we've learned them trying to survive certain things. And we end up not knowing who we are. We end up trying desperately to get approval from people. And we get in a bad situation with ourselves. I'm probably very unhappy. And unhappiness is something, it's a state of being. And in order for you to attain happiness, you really have to deal with this, the internal stuff. It's not easy because you got to face all this stuff, the deficiency. You have to be willing to say, I don't need Jim Bob or Carol Sue to tell me I'm pretty. I don't need them to tell me I'm smart, because I know it. I know I'm smart. That's where you have to be. Okay? That's where you need to be. And if you have to stand in the mirror and tell yourself you're smart every day, for a year to get there, that's what you do. You do what you need to do to believe in yourself. Because no one's going to give that to you. If that was going to happen, it already would have. Okay? So you have to find it within you. It's a strength. It's a strength of will to say, I'm going to choose today to believe in myself, to stand up for myself. This is your rebirth. Sometimes rebirth is not cool and sexy. Sometimes rebirth is a strength of will that says, I am. I am. I am who I am. And I am no longer relying on outside influences to tell me who I am. And if all you know right now is that you are I am that I am, that's enough. You are walking perfection right now. You are the presence of divinity. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to say. There's no weight to lose. There's no school to go to. There's no song to sing. There's nothing you have to do. You're perfect the way you are. You are the embodiment of expanded consciousness. The fact that you're even watching this is revolutionary. So, sit back. Observe. Observe your life for a minute. Take it in. Take in what you've been through. Because I feel it. I feel it here. Take in what you've overcome with so little. With so little. People were not there for you. And honestly, they should be ashamed of themselves. Honestly. I don't know how they sleep at night. Shame on them. And I got to tell you, I'm proud. I'm proud of you. Because a lot of people could not go through what you went through. Okay? I'm not going to dive into the wound. Okay? We're not going to examine the wound. That's not what this is. Because this has been a long time coming. And for some of you, like for a lot of you actually, I say some, but a lot of you, people are not going to recognize you when this is through. People are not going to know who you are. And you are going to feel so much better about yourself. You're going to feel connection with yourself. Right now, you may not feel it. You may be like, I don't know who I am, Amy. That's okay. That's all right. You are. I am. You are. I am presence. You are expanded consciousness. And you're redefining who you are. And you know what? You're allowed to do that. The architect. You're building. You're reestablishing. This rebirth, you're redefining. You get to do that. You get to do that. You get to decide who you really are. It's not a discovery. It's a creation. It's not a discovery. It's a creation. You're creating this metamorphosis. You're creating this rebirth. So think about it. What is it that you want, this rebirth? What do you want it to look like? What do you want to come out of it? What do you want? Name it. Claim it. Be proactive with this. Design it. Past life in Egypt, definitely. You probably helped build the pyramids or one of those big, see the statue, see how tall it is? Maybe you told them to build this. Or one of you like a pharaoh, you said, build that statue. You build it. Build that and build it and build that. Or you were a royal or something. Some of you guys, build it. No, it's not right. Knock it down. Knock it down and do it again. I hear that. Knock it down and do it again. Knock it down and do it again. You're building. Listen, and you get to do that. You get to decide who you are and how you want to present yourself in the world. It's exciting. I feel cats here. A lot of kitty cat, feline energy. Hilarion. And we have the lookout. Always waiting for the other shoe to fall, right? Always waiting for the thing. I get this. This is very hard to let go of. When you've had a lot of bad stuff happen to you in your life, it's so hard to trust spirit. That's what this card is. This is spirit. Okay, they see all the spirits in the room. They're all spirits in the room. And we have this boat on fire. I don't go on boats. I don't go on cruises for various reasons. But it's very hard to let go of being hypervigilant. always waiting for something to happen. And I I don't have this like I used to. I used to be so hypervigilant, so full of anxiety. I It was very hard for me to control. It was very hard to get control of. I had to really, really work at it. I did a lot of meditation in water. It really, really helped me because I would imagine like a lot of that anxiety going down the drain, So that was very helpful. Um, but I also had to get control of my mental space. And sometimes you have to realize that you're having these repetitive thoughts. You are not a victim of those. And through meditation, you can kind of get a hold of them, ask for awareness, ask to become aware. Make a deal with your consciousness. Hey, I need to get control of this right here. These thoughts that keep me from doing the things that I want to do. That I'm not good enough. No one's going to like me. I'm going to look silly. I'm going to look whatever. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you. You're going to look silly. Some people won't like you. Whatever you're doing, some people won't care. But it's okay. Some people will like you. You will at times be absolutely fabulous and amazing. And there will be times that you win. So, it'll be a journey. It will be a journey. And I think we have to start accepting that the journey is like, I don't want to say a boat, okay, because I don't do boats, but it's like a voyage. Let's call it outer space. It's like an outer space voyage, okay? And sometimes it's clear sailing and sometimes there's comets, okay? But in the end, you're going to get to where you're going, all right? Even if the comet catches a boat on fire. Okay, you can jump off, you can get in a rowboat, you have options, okay? All right, it won't be the end of the world, but it will be part of your journey. You can't be afraid to do the things you want to do. It all goes back to self-value, self-worth, how you view yourself, and how incapacitated you become when people continue to make you feel like you don't have any worth. When that gets, that tape in your head gets reinforced. So you really have to start being aware of who reinforces those tapes, who is telling you through action subtly that you don't have any worth. Those are people you probably need to stay away from for a while so you can get a handle on feeling good about yourself. I guarantee you, if you make some space between you and those people, you will start to feel better. Because it is a process of becoming like a self-validating person, and we all slip back into, we want to be validated by other people, but the truth is being self-validating will get you very far if you understand the process and understand that it's not going to be a win, 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 win. It's going to be sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Some people won't like me, other people will. It's all part of the journey. Relax. Relax. Relax into this death card. I know that sounds silly. Relax. Look how we're melting. Just relax into it. It's going to be okay. And listen to spirit. Listen to the guidance of your guides. Okay? Because there is something beautiful being built. And you are creating this. Create it consciously. This is yourself. This is your future. You're a very powerful creator. That's why your life is the way it is. You've created this. You have believed the lie that you have no value. And the universe, your situation has said that back to you. Now you have to start believing some good things about yourself, okay? And the good things is that you are marvelous. You are wondrous. You are intelligent. You are attractive. You are perfection right now. And being perfect as a human means you are horribly flawed. And it's wonderful. It's wonderful how we're horribly flawed. We age. We have all these weird things about ourselves. We have hair, you know. We have weird, pimples and stretch marks, and we have all different faces. And it can be funny. It makes us unique. Uniqueness is important. Have you looked at the world? It seems like the people in high places think that these carbon copies, these monstrosities, are the standard, okay? But truly, beautiful things are things that look like they've been touched by the hand of Gaia. Yes, beauty. Yes, do you, absolutely. But let us keep our humanity. Let us keep our hand on the trigger of what makes us human, right? And those are the things that are unique about us. But of course, I want people to feel good about themselves too. So you do you. Okay, so I don't mean to judge people. It's just I'm concerned that the standard is becoming ridiculously perfect. And truly, there is joy in your imperfections. It's what makes you human, and you're here to experience being human and to walk your journey. The journey is truly why we're here. Really. The experience of being here is why we're here. To experience being human and not to be miserable. You are not meant to be miserable. You're meant to experience some good things in life in balance. It doesn't feel like you've experienced too many of those good things. And it's time. It's time for the scales to be evened out for you. And that's part of this change. Wouldn't it be nice for you to wake up in the morning and be able to be free to be who you truly are? That card. We have the King of Forces. To live in your truth. Just to live out loud and not have to hide anything about you. That's a pretty big thing. That's pretty bold. This King of Forces here. It's animals around him. There's just so much power in this card, okay? And it's masculine energy that's connected to Gaia, to nature, and is unafraid to take action. This is a self-validating energy because why? Because they're connected. They're connected to the environment, to nature. They're grounded. And you, my dear, part of your transformation lies in connecting with Gaia, grounding your energy. I don't mean just go out and hug a tree. I mean you set out intentionally to deeply ground and heal with Gaia, with nature, whatever name you have, okay? And however you connect with nature. There's so many different ways. I don't want to pinhole you, okay? I'm not going to do that to you. For me, sometimes connecting with nature, because I'm an air sign, means going out and standing in the wind. To me, that is very cleansing. That is just where I want to be. Chef's kiss. Sometimes, and this is actually not really great for me. I can't really do it right now because the sun is super, super intense. But I like to stand out under the sun, the bright sun, because I have a lot of Leo, and I just feel so good, right? But for you, it might be swimming. It might be growing plants, which I love to grow plants. I want to do that. But there's so many ways, putting your hands in some dirt, playing with your kids. Your kids are nature. They came from you. They came from a human being. Human beings are nature. We're children of nature. We're children of Gaia. We came from her body. It's really important that you connect with nature and Gaia. Okay? It's super important. It will be very healing for you. Some of you guys need to just pick up your practice. Okay, this card, that's a big. We have intricacies and industry. Why is this card here? It's like you're building a foundation. You're going to build a foundation on track. Tell me more about this. One more. Okay. The divine physician. Okay. So there's a lot of healing and rebuilding going on. This almost feels like a tower, like after a tower. This is what's left here. After a tower, this is what's left. This is what you're dealing with. And the thing is, it doesn't feel bad. It feels like, have you ever been on a vacation and like the first morning of your vacation, you wake up in a new place and it smells different and you're going to breakfast and it's the first day and you feel really good and you're really hopeful and you're really excited? That's what this card feels like. Okay, it feels very hopeful. I feel like a lot of your hope about career, money, your goals, your dreams are going to be healed. They're going to be returned. You probably have felt a little hopeless. And hey, who doesn't, right? I mean, the world is literally on fire. Okay. It is, listen, it's insane. And so a lot of us may be like, hey, how are we supposed to even buy a house? What? Buy a car? Whatever. How are we supposed to be successful? How are we supposed to get ahead? How are we supposed to do this? And it's like this returns. Maybe we can. Maybe I see a way. Yeah. That kind of fresh, hopeful, fun, because vacations are supposed to be fun. I know for some people they weren't fun, right? Because you had somebody who was like, we got to go to breakfast at 8. We got to be at the doors at 9. We got to be, that's not a fun vacation for me. But you know what I'm saying. Okay, so we have this healing energy, the divine physician. And this really tells me that if you haven't been where you want to be, if you feel lost, off track, behind, how are you going to get there? You're too old for this. You're not the right age, blah, blah, blah. I can't do that now. I think you're going to find that way of thinking is going to heal. You're right where you need to be. Okay. Nothing has gone wrong. Listen, just a moment of silence. Okay. I know it feels very much like everything has gone wrong. Okay. I hear you. It's valid. And I would like to say, universe, it could have been done a different way. Okay. Like WTF, right? So it didn't. So here we are. Okay. And we're seeing a lot of crazy things in the world. But we're also getting healed. Okay. And ultimately, this is the energy that's coming through this death, this rebirth. It's healing energy, healing your life, healing yourself, healing your sense of purpose, healing your hope, healing your love, healing your drive, healing your ambition. Okay. It's done through this self-validation, self-belief, being able to hold space for yourself, no longer dependent on others holding the space for you. Saying, I don't need you to tell me I'm awesome. I know I'm awesome. I don't need you to tell me I'm talented. I know I'm talented. You know what? I don't really need you at all. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. It's that kind of energy. It's wonderful energy. It's beautiful energy. But, it can take a toll on you. This is hard work. I don't want you to think it's not. This transformation is going to require leaving some stuff behind. And this right here, this lookout energy, you know, you got to work through it as it comes, because it will. It's anxiety, and grounding will help with that. Ground your energy. Ground your energy. Okay, tell me about this rebirth. Tell me about this rebirth. We have Divine Loyal Goddess, Mary Magdalene. Beautiful energy. This is healing. This is healed. This is wholeness. This is I am that I am. And no one can take this away. This is someone who loves themselves and is able to love another in such a giving way, in such a true way. And it's someone who is able to see their own value, their own gifts, their own abilities, and is able to harness them in ways that give them money flow. I'm hearing money flow. I'm hearing creative flow, where you feel release from some of the anxiety. I'm hearing like some of you are being called like to write a book. Some of you are being called to create like I'm seeing pottery and things like that. Don't ignore those calls. Don't ignore those. Okay. We live in the age of Aquarius and anything can happen. All right. So follow your creative inspirations. Okay. They can be very helpful for this change in your life. This is success. Okay. This is success. Success is on its way. Okay. And also, you may be drawn to Mary Magdalene as well. All right. Okay, group one. I hope this was a helpful and enjoyable reading. I enjoyed reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey group 2, all of you that selected the wheel, this is going to be your reading all about the messages Lilith has for you about shadow work, basically. So I feel a lot of heavy burdens with the wheel. I feel like there has been some pushing, perhaps, trying to make things happen. Definitely not sitting with the way things are. And that can be difficult, especially when things aren't going your way. There has been a energy of not being present, not being in the moment at times. And life has been crazy. Okay, there's been a lot of stuff going on just in general. And then you add to the fact that a lot of us are going through all these changes. It can be very confusing. It can feel very dense. And I feel this energy of someone feeling like the wheel is not turning in their favor. The wheel is not, things aren't going their way. And it's almost like I'm trying to force the wheel to turn. Here's the thing. If you don't like the way things are going in your life, it's not the wheel that's the problem. Okay? There's something going on with you. And you got to figure out why you're trying to force things or why you're unable to sit with things. And bad things happen in life, okay? And we can't stop living life because bad things happen. Life continues, and it will continue on irregardless of whether you join it or not. But I got to tell you, you will miss so much if you don't join life. Some of you may think, well, I I can't really get, I can't pick this up. Okay. I can't really get back on the bus. I can't really get back on the journey until this wheel does what I want it to do. It feels like in your current state, it's not gonna, because there's attunement needed. There's alignment needed. Okay. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. I'm going to grab my book so I don't bang the table, because I'm a banger. I bang my cards. So let's see. Tell me about my group 1 and this wheel. There's some attunement needed. There's some shadow work needed. So tell me about it. It's almost, and listen, I've been here. I have so been here. There's some shadow work you gotta do, my friend. Tell me about it. You're trying to do the walk around. You can't walk around it. It's a big old elephant in the middle of the room, okay? They're not going to let you walk around it. You can't make the wheel turn. It's the thing. This one. The crown. Keter spirituality. I feel that open up. So much awareness here. But you're trying to walk around it. You're trying to walk around it. Listen, I understand there are some things that we do not want to touch for our own reasons. Okay? I know that you are spiritually attuned. I get that. Okay, I was attacked by a little gnat. I swear I'm not buying pineapple ever again. Okay, so let's get some more energy. What is this resistance? What is this? Why are you walking around it? Because it hurts? Yes, it does. But here's the thing. No matter how long it takes, in order for you to align with the things you want, in order for you to be truly healed, in order for you to do the things that you want to do, you're going to have to locate the elephant, and you're going to have to sit down and talk to it, okay? All right? Tell us about it. Tell me about it. Tell us all about it. It's shadow work. Atonement. Mm. Mm. Bride in a cage. Mm. Mm. Temple of my body. Ah. I see why you're walking around it and don't want to touch it. Okay. Listen. You can't make things be a certain way. You can't make yourself be a certain way. You are how you are. Okay? I feel like you have restricted yourself, trying so hard to be a certain way. You haven't respected who you are. This elephant, it represents you. The denial of self. Group 1 didn't really know who they are, right? You do. There is a bad feeling here. There's a guilty feeling. Like you let people down, right? You feel guilty. You just want to do it their way so everyone's happy. A little bit of that in group 1. You might be drawn to group 1. This hurts though. Some of y'all are in a bad relationship. You're in a bad marriage. And some of you are atoning for sins, or you feel like you're paying for something you've done. And you just want it to play out. You just want to get it done. There's a lot of shame in group 2 and your shadow. I feel like I'm being pulled into like this dark corner. It's very dark. It's very moist. It's very moist. It's very moist in your shadow. That's tears. You don't cry much. Your shadow does. Tell me about this atonement. We have this atonement here. I'm concerned about this card. Tell me about the atonement in the shadow. Feels like the Ten of Swords. It's almost like you gave up. You were driven to give up. Or someone gave up on you. So you gave up on yourself. We have the Six of Pentacles here. Tell me more. You have the Five of Swords and the World. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. There's this energy here of you feeling like you've been passed over. Okay? That's what I'm feeling like. You've been passed over. The Eight of Swords here. Being passed over. Being left behind. Not being considered. I felt this in group 1 as well. I also feel like there's this energy of feeling as if you're trapped with this Eight of Swords here and the Five of Swords. Feeling like you're trapped, you're unable to make things better, you're unable to even explain the situation because it was thought unnecessary, so you just went along with it. You're just going along with it, and you're just wanting things to move along so you can get over it and it's done. Whatever this is. But with the World here, it's a whole new chapter, right? But you know what? It don't feel happy. It doesn't feel happy. It's not a happy chapter. This card. There's your energy here. There it is. Feeling like people are giving to you, right? And normally I would be like, oh yeah, it's charity. People are giving to you. But you are not okay. You are not okay. You are lost in your head about this. You feel overlooked and in your head. And you feel poverty. And with this Two of Swords, the swords are overwhelming here. There's a lot of mental energy going on with you. It's like your shadow, you're like in a prison made of swords. But we have this the world energy, this movement. See, instead of you feeling the hope of this card, the giving, you feel the poverty of this card. You can't see the possibility because you're in this cage. Forget about the bride part. You're in this cage of restriction. There's elements of not honoring the vessel, not honoring the body in some way. You know, not honoring the body can be as simple as someone who says, I'm not going to give myself good things. I'm not going to allow myself to have good things. Okay, so maybe you want a book, you have the money for the book, but you're not going to buy the book. It's just a subconscious thing of denial, 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 denial. It can be that to an extreme, but we're not going to touch the wound of it. Tell me about the world. Tell me about this world. Before this wheel can turn in your favor, there is movement that has to take place within you. There is a shifting of your perspective. There's a shifting of the way you see things. You have to start honoring yourself. The Ace of Swords. You have to start honoring your own needs, your own wants, your own desires. You have to start honoring your vessel. You have to stand in your truth. You have to pay attention to spirit, okay? These gnats, I'm so sorry. I got a pineapple, and ever since I got the pineapple, I've had the gnats. So I'm sorry. We have Keter here, the crown spirituality. And I feel like you really need to pay attention to your intuition, okay? Because your guides, Lilith, is trying to take you from this feeling of being lost in your head and this sense of poverty and lack and this inability to move and feeling as if you've been forgotten or overlooked, to taking you to a place of clarity where you can see more clearly the actions that you need to take, okay, to turn things around for yourself. Karma is not going to do it for you. Lilith coming through. No one's going to do it for you, okay? You have to do this for yourself. You have to do the movement for yourself. It's not going to move for yourself. You can't force it, okay? You cannot force this. You do this by beginning to honor yourself. Honor the things that you need, not the things that, not the subconscious tape, not subconscious, but not the tapes that run that keep you in lack, okay? It's almost as if you really need to start giving to yourself a lot more. A lot more. Time, rest, candles, bubble bath, whatever it is. Some of you guys need to make yourself a good meal. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Some of you guys need to practice extreme self-care. Okay? You are working so hard and focused so intensely on making it happen that it cannot happen. It cannot happen with you in this state. It's not going to happen with you in this state. They're not, the spirit, whatever, they're not going to encourage this. This is the age of Aquarius, okay? Things are different now. And you're going to have to take care of yourself, especially if you are like in the spiritual community and trying to make something happen, or, you know, you're trying to make something big happen in your life. like write a book, or you're trying to start a business, or you're going to college, you're trying to, get your degree, you're going to have to balance out your life. You can't just work, work, work. Work and life balance is minimum, group 2, minimum. You must have fun. Some of you need to invent some way for your auntie to kill these gnats, okay? Thank you. Get rid of them or whatever. Anyway, you guys need balance. You need balance. You need self-care. You need to see how important you are, your needs are. It will help you ease up some of this restriction on yourself, okay? It will help you hear your guides, your intuition more clearly. Right now, you think you're clear, but you're not. You're not clear at all. You just think you are. When you start taking better care of yourself, when you slow down, some of you guys you need to slow down, okay? If you will do these things, slow down, eat some good meals, go for some walks, pet your dog, get some work, life, fun, presence, in life experiences, you're going to see that things pick up for you. Life meets you there. And you will no longer care if this moves, because you will be experiencing life. And perhaps you won't want it to move in the same way, because you're honoring your vessel. You're no longer in this cage. You're no longer atoning for things by being in this cage that you think you did wrong, okay? You're no longer judging yourself so harshly. But this is difficult, because getting out of lack mentality, getting out of a place of fear of action, fear of, like, I can't get out of it, I don't know how do I know they say it's open, I hear them say it, but I can't see it. And I feel like I'm tied up. I feel restricted. And I'm angry about it. I'm getting more and more angry. And, I'm down on my knees begging this person for money. I, I feel poverty. I feel restriction, and no matter how hard I try, I get overlooked all the time. I get overlooked no matter what I do. I fight and fight. And, what am I supposed to do? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And I'm stuck in indecision. I don't know. When you get in this place, you slow down. Slow down. Touch grass. Make some cookies. Get into your life. Get some work-life balance. Get your clarity. Get your clarity. Okay? Listen to what you need. TLC. Right? Maybe you need to watch some Netflix for like the whole weekend and eat ice cream. That's okay. Maybe your inner child needs to come out and play with some Play-Doh, okay, or color some coloring books. Whatever. Do what you need to do. Nurture yourself, okay? Because I gotta tell you, I've tried to make a wheel turn before. I've done this. I did this. I tried to force it. I tried to force it. I tried to work it to make it force it. Work. You can't do it. Okay? It's going to turn when it wants to turn. You have to honor yourself. Honor your cycle. Honor work-life cycle. Enjoy your life. Listen to me. I know right now it's very hard, but it's very important that you enjoy your life as it is today. Enjoy the people in your life. Be grateful for the people in your life. Enjoy them. Have happy experiences. Go to the park. Go to the beach. Walk your dog. Again, I mentioned that. I mentioned dogs, I think. It's just important for you. Okay? It's going to lead to a breakthrough. And it will come in quite quickly, okay, which will lead to new inspiration for you. And you'll be so inspired that this wheel, it'll move, but you'll be so inspired that you'll be like, oh, that's great. But I'm inspired right now. I got stuff to do. It will be exciting. It will be an exciting time for you. Let's get some more information. Tell me more about this. This Ace of Wands. Tell me about this new chapter. I'm hearing like be in presence. You have to be in your presence. That means you have to be present in what you do. Just like when I'm here with you doing this, trying to keep my eyes on the camera here. When I'm here with you, I'm thinking about being here with you. Okay? I literally, my stream of consciousness is here with you. I tell you what's going through my mind as I'm doing this. That's why you get weird things like I have gnats or whatever. My filter is off, right? That's presence. That's being here in the moment. Practice that as often as you can. Be in the moment, okay? That is how you become very connected to your intuition and to your guides, to angels, whatever you work with, okay? We have secret. Ooh la la. Ooh la la la. Is there a secret? There's a secret. What is the secret? Tell us. We want some cards. Okay. Tell us about the secret. We want to know. We have an Ace of Wands. We've got two aces here. Feels like a new beginning. Yeah, tell us about it. About the secret. We want to know. Well, it won't be a secret. We don't care. We don't care if it's not a secret anymore. We have the Chariot. Okay, that's balance. Victory, balance, movement. Okay. Oop. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so it feels like, you got a lot of burdens, okay? But there's movement here forward. This is an accomplishment, okay? And it feels like, there's a lot of choices. It's going to make you nervous. It's going to make you nervous, okay? Okay. Let's see. We have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So it feels like this is around money and it's success, okay? And I feel like something is going to come. There's a cup that's coming that you don't see coming. And it's probably going to come when you are focused on some other things. Not necessarily regretful things, not necessarily thinking about, oh, this is bad or the past or whatever. But it's going to hit you out of the blue. That's the secret. It's coming in and you won't see it coming because you are going to be so inspired. You'll be working on something that you really love, that makes you happy, that sustains you. Okay, and it's going to be like a breakthrough. But behind this is a secret. It's a cup that's coming towards you. And again, it may be during a time where there is many cups, there is some kind of anxiety, you may be making a lot of choices, there may be a lot of energy coming towards you. This could be new clients, it could be new offers, it could be a lot of different things, okay? But you may feel a little overwhelmed, and then you got a cup that shows up. So and this will be the cup that you're like, oh, and you'll know. It won't be like, is this the cup? You won't feel like, is it the right cup? Okay. No, you'll know. You'll know straight away that this is the cup. This is the thing. But you got to be willing to do the work, right? And the work is hard. You got to honor yourself. And for some of you, this is really deep. Okay, this is super deep. We have Neptune, magic, imagination, and illusion. So you're getting rid of some of your illusions of yourself and others. This can be very painful. Okay. I feel like for some of you, you feel like you are like a bad person, or you feel like you've done bad things, and you feel like you there's some kind of action here, and it feels different for different ones of you, each of you, okay? But for some of you, y'all are like in a marriage because you feel like you have to be, or you're in a relationship because you feel like you have to be it romantic or be it friendship or whatever. And I really feel like if you feel this way, you guys, you really need to reflect, okay? Um, and I also feel like for you guys, this imagination and magic is very potent for you. And if you haven't used your own magic to help you heal, you need to start. Okay, you need to start right away. Because that really is what you should be using it for. In the beginning, at least, you should be using it to help yourself. Right? So use it to help yourself, or meditate. Also, art. Art can be very magical and very healing. We have Black Moon and Lilith Cancer. In Cancer, honor your emotions. Boom. Honor your vessel, honor your emotions, honor your whatever it is you need. You got to honor it, okay? We're going to do one more. Which one? This one. We have Black Moon and Gemini. Liberate your truth. Some of you are holding a truth in your body, and I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to touch that wound, okay? Because it's very deep. But I need you to do what you need to do to work on this, okay? Because you deserve to be free of this, whatever this is, okay? Get professional help if you need it, okay? But you need to free this. You deserve to be free of the bondage of what you're holding, okay? And it is a long journey. But I got to tell you, that elephant is going to follow you no matter where you go or what you do. It really is. I listen. I had several elephants that I walked around for many years, and I had to go talk to them, and I talked to them for a long time. Okay, it's just the way it is. It's shadow work. You can't be afraid to. It's okay to be afraid, okay? But you can't be so afraid that you just are in denial or just avoid it altogether. It will keep you from growth. It will keep you from accomplishing your goals and your dreams. You can't force this kind of growth. You can't speed it up. You have to just be in the presence of it and allow it to happen and allow it to flow. All right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the Starman. This is going to be your reading all about the messages that Lilith has for you. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so this card is full of potential. Okay. This card says, you have everything you need to make your dreams come true. But I have a feeling you don't really feel that way. I have a feeling you're like, really, Auntie Amy? Come on now. Come on, are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Okay, let's see what we got. Tell me about my group 3. Tell me about it. It's hard. I know it's hard. It is difficult to be the star person, okay? Full of potential, full of gifts and talents, probably a hard life, usually go hand in hand. And probably have a gnat in your house you can't stand. I bought a pineapple, okay? And I got a gnats from it, and they're driving me crazy. Okay, I got rid of some of them, but not all of them. So I'm a little human being, and I have gnats. So forgive me. Okay, so let's find out about what the issue is, what the problem is with gifted group 3. Tell me about it. Let's see. Arthur, the champion of Avalon. Companionship, nobility, self-realization. You're not feeling that. I don't feel like I'm Arthur the champion of Avalon. In fact, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the champion of Avalon. Why are all the gnats attacking me right now? Y'all need to back off, okay? Sorry, I'm yelling at the gnats, okay? Okay. Why do you feel so insecure about your abilities, about your gifts? We have Jean Ann, the maid, guardian of saints, humility, disillusionment, champion. Well, you're humble, aren't you? Well, most people who have this energy are reluctant leaders. Reluctant leaders. I don't want to do it. Can somebody else do it? No. No. The prince, the forgotten adversary, sorrow, lost valor, serendipity. Because have you seen this one? Have you seen this guy? Okay, so we need these people, because this dude right here, I don't know if you've been watching the news, okay? But this dude right here is for real like a bad person. See, here's the thing about evil that you'll find. It's done by human beings, okay? They want to tell you like all these spirits are doing all these horrible things, okay? Just wait. Just wait, it's coming. They're going to say all these spirits are doing all these horrible things, okay? But they're not. They're not. It's the people. It's the person that's doing all the horrible things, okay? It's not a spirit telling them to do it. It's the person, the human being, okay? And because there are such horrible human beings, we need such wonderful human beings as yourself. And I know you don't want to do it. I know. I understand. Okay? I get this. I get that you're like, I don't want to do this. It's not a good time. Okay? I'm having problems in my own life. Like, I don't have time to do this. Shall we dive a bit deeper into your royalness? I just feel like you're special, okay? You are very special, and you have a special place in all of this. And listen, I get that you don't want to really deal with it, okay? I get that you're very reluctant to even whatever. But we persevere, just like I'm persevering through these gnats, okay? We persevere. Okay? We have calling the storm. Boom. Boy, are you powerful. Let's see. 2 tribes go to war. Do y'all know that song? I'm not going to sing it for you. See, here's the thing. is that some of you were made for times just like these. Okay? Because you know that your purpose here is greater than. And it doesn't matter if you're called to be someone who makes cookies for a living, or you're someone that's called to be a great orator or philosopher. It doesn't matter what your calling is. You understand the effect. Not all warriors carry a battle axe. Some warriors carry cookies. I'm just saying. But all of you seem to be on a certain side. Okay? All of you seem to believe in freedom, liberty, personal freedom, and people taking accountability for things, right? For actions. That's important. You're very strong and you're very gifted. And you haven't even uncovered half of what you can do. Okay? Not even half. Some of you are I see paintings. I see great paintings. Like just, they're big though. They're big paintings. The Four of Roses. Is this the Queen? The Queen of Roses. I'm going to take a top card here. We have the Setting Your Course. I feel like you're under the call of the Divine Feminine. And views of the ego here. Go away, go away, go away. Y'all are annoying me. Views of the ego here. There's part of you that isn't sure that it's worth doing, right? You're not really sure. You're not sold on this. In the end, is it going to be worth it? Maybe it's not worth it. It is. And deep down, you know it is. You're worth it. You are worth it. Humility is important. Humility keeps people from making you a cult. Okay? Humility, like me recording with these gnats, it keeps you human. And that's important. But having gifts and being in denial, refusing to use them, that's a whole other thing. Okay? It is a life unlived, and it is a call not taken. And I understand that you are disillusioned. It's literally on this card right here. I get that you're disillusioned. I get that you are struggling. I know you see the world and you're just like, it really is a trash dump. But the world isn't. It isn't a trash dump at all. It's beautiful. When's the last time you looked at the mountains? The world just isn't humans, you know. There's a whole bunch of other creatures here. And unfortunately, you can't single. We're all connected, right? So if you have a problem with humans, just think about everything else. Because there's a whole lot of everything else here. But not all humans are awful. Okay? There are some good people. You're a good person, despite how you judge yourself. I think you're pretty hard on yourself. I think you're pretty hard on yourself. You're probably someone who is either a horrific overachiever type A, or you are a talented underachiever. High five. And either one is fine, or neither is fine. But there's probably some issues around like your sense of self, your purpose. And you probably do a lot of getting started to do things, have a plan. Maybe you make lists, okay? Getting started to do things. I got a great plan. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But no, I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's just like false starts. A lot of false starts here. It's like your mind is your shadow work. You're in your head. And I feel like you know that you're being called into some kind of leadership or to make a way for other people or something like that. Okay, we have add some. You got an angel in your ear. I feel like there's angels around you. Angels. Yes, Lilith talks to angels. Okay. They all talk to Lilith the Elder. They all come down and sit by the edge of the universe. Okay, so I feel Raphael here. Gabrielle. Of course, Michael. Uriel. Angel magic. Enochian magic as well. I'm starting to see Ophram. If you're familiar with an Ophram. Seraphim. Some of you have an angel literally that watches over you at night. I haven't seen that very often. They're parked right beside your bed. And they've been there since you were a child. For some of you, it's this number 22 as well. For some of you, this is your higher self coming through, talking to you. You're in direct, like, boom, boom. You're just lined up with your higher self. Boom. Ooh. You're moving to embodiment of your higher self. Wow. Are you ready for that? I get it. You don't want to do it. You are my I don't want to do it. Like, I want to be spiritual. I want to walk. It's like you want to do the journey. You want to do the thing. But I would really like it if I could do it privately. If I could, like, overcome all these obstacles and do this great thing, like with this whatever. But I don't want anybody to know. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. You are very much, you may be a spirit medium. You're definitely psychic. Okay. Definitely, if you're a witch, the spirits talk to you. If you've never had a spirit guide you to do magic, do it. Start doing intuitive magic. That's being guided by your spirits, okay? You will find that it hits different. It's going to hit different, okay? All right. We have the Queen of Keys and the Archangel Raphael. There's this energy here of like, I know the way. I have the keys. I know I gotta go. I know I gotta do this. I know. Okay, I know. And here's Archangel Raphael. And this is a healing card. He's a healer in this deck. And of course, he's a healer anyway, but there's some deep healing going on of this false starts, of this views of this of the ego, of your inability to kind of like pull yourself together. Of there's like a fracture here, and we're not here to talk about the fracture really. We're here to talk about like the shadow work. We're not here to open up the wound. So the healing in the shadow work has to do with your setting course. It's as if you get going on some dream or some vision and you can't carry it. Your belief just can't, you just don't believe enough in yourself. And you don't have enough people around you kind of believing in you. And here's the thing, okay? Your follow through is a problem that you're going to have to fix, okay? You're not probably going to have a big cheering squad, right? Especially at first. And you kind of don't want to, right? So if you don't want to, understand that your cheering squad is going to be the spirits around you. Okay? The spirits around you are going to be your cheering squad. And that's why you have to listen. You have to let them cheer you on. Allow them to attract people into your life who will cheer you on. Okay? So you won't be on your own trying to do something. But for a while, it will be the spirits. Develop a relationship with them. Allow them to help you through this. There's a little bit of energy of being down, of being disillusioned. Here's the thing, is the false starts weren't real starts. Because you weren't ready. It was the wrong time, wrong place, wrong time. And you probably knew that because you were forcing it. Were you drawn to group 2? You can't force it. Okay, it's going to happen when it's going to happen. Period. We have the Queen of Wands here, which is an attracting energy. She is very attracting in her energy. We have the sun here. We have a cat, Leo energy, a sunflower. There's a lot of sun-like energy, fire energy with this Queen of Wands. She's very captivating. This card fell out. We have the World. So there's going to be a new chapter, movement, balance coming in. This could be a new job. It could be you actually moved somewhere. It could be that you're going through a portal of change with the views of the ego. That's what I'm feeling here. You're going to go through a portal of change where the views of the ego will be healed. Okay, this need to reflect on these fragments. There is healing spirits around you. Okay, these could be ancestors, they can be guides, they can be angels, god forms, goddesses. Raphael is here as well. Work with them to help you heal some of these issues up. Okay, they're offering guidance, or they're here offering. Just you have to ask them though. And they will help you. They will absolutely help you. The healing is real, okay? The thing is, there is a lot of wisdom here from you that will be gained. You will get to the part of your journey where you will gain the wisdom. Like there will be a transformative energy that will help you gain the wisdom from these false starts. Okay? You may not have it now. You may not understand the lessons learned exactly. But as this healing takes place, as you begin to rise in your power, okay, this is part of self-acceptance. This is part of the healing of the views of the ego, okay? Acceptance of your power, acceptance of your gift, acceptance of your abilities. Accept who you are. Walk into it. Allow yourself to be who you were born to be. Don't live with regret. Being authentic at this stage of the game is extremely powerful. It can move mountains. Tell me more about this world. Tell me more about this world. Tell me more about this world. We have the Two of Cups. You will draw to you people who will support you, people on your journey who will rise with you, people who will help you. And I know this is very hard because I feel your energy as feeling very alone. And rising and trying to get yourself together, trying to get it all together because you're super special, you have unique abilities. Rising during this time can be very difficult. You can feel very alone, but you're not alone. And as you do the difficult work of reflecting on this sense of, it's not that you don't feel worthy of the gift, okay, or your station or your abilities. It's almost as if you understand the heaviness of the yoke. And you honestly may feel there's somebody else that is more qualified. And I want to tell you there isn't. There's nobody else like you. And the fact that you doubt this, and I have a friend from many years ago. I call him Monk. And I had this similar experience, okay, many years ago. And he wanted to build a temple for me to bring people to up in Washington so I could, work on helping them heal and things. And I said, I can't do that. And he was like, why? I can't do that because I do not have enough experience in life. I don't feel like I could, effectively really heal people. And he said, that is a mark of a true healer because you understand the yoke of it. And at the time I was like, whatever, whatever. But I think it's true when you question, can you handle the weight of what that means, how it affects people? When you understand what your gift can bring to people and how that affects them, like you go to the next level of it and you understand the next level of it, I think you actually are probably more worthy of it than what you think. It's quite noble to question if you can handle the weight of it. I would say that indicates that you can, because you understand it. And because you understand it, you will make wise choices. I know for some of you, you think, huh? No, really, play it back. It is your doubt that gives you insight into the heaviness and weight of what it is you're called to do, how it affects people, how it may affect them positively and negatively, the weight of your words, the weight of your work. It's an important part of maturing spiritually and period in this world. So, all right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and enlightening reading. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you would like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.